entire movie happens in one night, but you will see many inconsistencies with the timing throughout this movie. Take note of the clock's timing here, it's 8 p.m. At the end of part 2, I will show you moments where the inconsistencies happen. How did Steven get Anbur's number? Ajay stupidly risks blowing his cover to help a criminal. Did he really think that tips will not kill this guy? Horrible negotiation skills. We later find out that Adikalam was inside the container and was arrested by police. But why didn't Anbur know that his brother was going to be in the container? Don't they discuss these important details before smuggling the containers into the city? And he still takes this offer. Although not explored in this movie, it's revealed in Vikram who the ghost is. But why is Bijoy concerned about the ghost at this point of time? Bijoy mentioned earlier that he's worried about his team's safety after the truck bust, so shouldn't he be questioning Ajas for any information about what Anbur and the gang are planning to do to get their drugs back? And why would Ajas know anything about the ghost? If you are dead scared, maybe don't answer your phone and reveal your identity in the same room as the rest of the gang. You could have at least stepped out of the building. See what I mean? Except, this is the first time in 26 months that there has been a drug bust because of the information that Ajas gave away. His fear is definitely justified here. Ajas is a trusted member of the gang at this point, right? He's even up there with Anbur and Tips, who are key members of the gang. So how has he not seen Adikalam? This is the moment where Ajas should have realized that it's only a matter of time before his cover is blown, but he still chooses not to get out of this place. Shouldn't Napoleon already be informed of his station details when he got the transfer letter? Why would he need to go into a random station and then ask an officer there for further details? Then why haven't their parents been called yet? Does an inspector need to be here to do that? Talking about bribery this openly in front of students. And the students who hear this are not immediately trying their luck to bribe the officers and leave. But later on, the gangster that Anbur speaks to knew who Adikalam was. It seems that the movie is only withholding this information from the audience for the big reveal later. Bijoy says that he knew that it was Adikalam and gang who have killed the 11 officers. So why is this higher official asking about the gang like he doesn't even know they exist?
Informant yaru?
He doesn't even know who the informant is. Bijoy apparently needs no clearance and is allowed to do whatever he wants.
Some political reasons.
For political reasons. So all police officers drink unless they are under medication. This just makes it way too convenient for Adikalam and gang. Don't teetotalers exist?
Better run and hide.
And Bijoy can't drink, right? And he clearly doesn't seem interested in socializing, so why is he still staying at this party instead of leaving?
Have a drink.
Also, once again, Bijoy is expecting Adikalam and gang to retaliate throughout the night, so why is he allowing his team to drink? Shouldn't the whole team be on high alert at least until the night is over? How was Steven able to get the exact location of the drugs so quickly just by checking the timings that the containers crossed the checkpoint? How is Bijoy supposed to do this alone? He's not Superman. Also, he says that he doesn't want any of the police officers to die, but he still cares more about his reputation. How convenient. Gilly got a life sentence, got 4 years remission, and then only served 10 years before being released. How is this a life sentence? I get that Bijoy is desperate, but still, it's not like Dilly asked to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Exactly. This whole movie happens because of the incompetence of the police officers. Was this party so important when there's a drug bust going on? Not if he was standing right in front of it. What Dilly says about the truck here doesn't affect the story at all later on. Dilly sees all the officers passed out while walking towards this table, and he's smart enough to know that something here has been drugged. Yet he eats the biryani and almost drinks the water without a care in the world.
5 hours treatment ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டோம்னா காப்பாத்திடலாம்.
This goes against what Steven repeatedly said earlier. These officers were not supposed to have any reactions and just pass out for a few hours. So why is there suddenly a threat to their lives if they are not treated within 5 hours? The secret about the drugs location is already out since Anbar and the gang knows and are already on their way there. So why not just tell this officer the danger that they are about to face? This unnecessary comedy scene. This guy is actually going up there. They are supposed to be students, not stupid.
License, cell phone, college ID, எல்லாமே inspector தராம போக முடியாது சார்.
Then why did this guy suggest that they leave?
Emergency situation. நான் அங்க தான் வந்துட்டு இருக்கேன். 2 மணி நேரத்துல அங்க இருப்பேன்.
Also, why is it taking so long for Anbar's gang to get to this station? They got the location even before the officers were drugged. And then Kamachi and his family had to load the officers in the lorry. Dilly had to finish his biryani. Bijoy made the call to the station. This whole situation happens where the officers choose to abandon the station. Then Napoleon gets this call to lock the gate and Anbar's gang is still not here. How far away were they? How did Bijoy get Napoleon's mobile number? The numbers were not exchanged during their earlier conversation. Why not? Bijoy knows there's going to be an attack, right? Why is he needlessly putting these students' lives in danger? The wheels of the lorry hitting the rope is what triggers the branches hitting the truck. And we see this happening repeatedly, so how much of rope did the gangsters bring? How long did it take to set this up, and what was the point? It's just branches and the lorry can easily drive through them. I'm sure there are better ways to stop the lorry, like putting a knife on the road and blowing the tires out. There are gangsters actively chasing you and this is your biggest concern. The room we saw the girls sleeping in earlier is definitely not big enough for 150 people. So they think that the gangsters left their bike outside the station and just left? With all the glass pieces hitting them, these 3 guys should be bleeding a lot more. What is stopping Dilly from actually running them over? Their lives are in danger and Bijoy himself gives him the go-ahead. What is this dialogue? Is this really the time to discuss this? This scene was set up so well and the tension was building up, but the movie ruins it for some father-daughter sentiment. Couldn't Dilly have just done this at the start? This gangster couldn't have made it more obvious. A simple yes or no would have been enough to let Anbar know that his brother was in the cell. How naive is Bijoy? Does he really think that Anbar or the gangsters will not harm them once the door is open? So Tamil throws the key to the side. But why does Adikalam let Napoleon go because of that? Another tense action sequence ruined with this father-daughter sentiment. This is not the time. Okay, comments aside, this is one of the best interval scenes in any movie. You can feel the tension, the stakes, and it really keeps you on the edge of your seat. Creativity and storytelling at its peak.